What are some of the best places to visit in the Philippines?
I can't say I've been everywhere. I think you've actually travelled to a lot more places than me as far as the Philippines go. But
Some of your favourite places?
my favourite places are definitely Puerto Galera. Like, I love going to Puerto Galera. That's where we met. So I go there. Some years I go there 10 to 20 times a year. Like, I do work over there. So I've been a resident artist over there. I've done tour guiding. I've done music stuff over there. Helped with parties and Full Moon Philippines parties, and also Malasimba Arts and Music Festival. So there's that. And then I've experienced going down south to Palawan, and I really liked Coron. Like, I explored Coron a lot. I was only there for just under a month, and most recently I'd say my places are in Olongapo, Subic Bay area, and Siargao. Siargao is somewhere that I'd like to visit again. I only visited recently. I've just been offered a job there DJing next year, so I can see that place booming. I don't know, it's popular and it's inexpensive, so it's definitely on the boom side of Philippine culture. They did get decimated during, I think, 2021 or 2020 with the typhoon Odette, and it leveled a lot of the businesses in the entire region on the island, and they've just started rebuilding. So it was good to see a place that's rebuilt itself being so popular and thriving with tourism. So yeah, I'd say they're my favorite place. And then if it's in the city, I would say Poblacion, because it's just like the closest thing you're going to get to an assortment of nightlife. So if you like the red light district, you got P. Burgos. If you like, ritzy food, there's Filling Station, which is on P. Burgos. There's like that's going to appeal to a lot of different cultures. There's like
it's like an American diner, right?
Yeah, it's fashioned around an American 1950s style American diner. And you've got your underground clubs, so the culture of like the underground scene and the subcultural genres are here, with underground house clubs and techno, and a good spread, a good variety of places that are expat sports bars, and then you've got Filipino gourmet restaurants and Japanese gourmet places. There's a lot of variety. It's definitely to be found in Poblacion, and a lot of places that are now building their nightlife up. They're modelling themselves around Poblacion. We're actually in a part of Poblacion that I've taken you to tonight that doesn't get enough of a mention because the venues around here are scattered. Like, we had to walk down here, and it's a little bit of a hike, but as you can see, the view from 1018 here is quite nice. And the area is still Poblacion, but it's on the other side of Makati Avenue, so it's on the JP Rizal side. I could see this area developing in the next 10 to 15 years once more people realise, we've already built this area, this one city block enough. There's enough clubs and bars and everything there. There's a new bar popping up there every week, like, dead set. Like, to be honest, I think there's too many venues there now, and it's become saturated. The same as in P. Burgos, like, they're trying to make it with upmarket bougie nightclubs with girls in them. And then you got, just outside of P. Burgos, which is Poblacion, with Royal Makati, which is your, commercial pop and hip-hop R&B club. And there's another one that's its rival now. It's like Urban QC has moved here. So, you've got these places that are very much like places from back home. And then you step out of the Makati area and go into Big, you see it's more cosmopolitan, but it's Filipino cosmopolitan. So it's where all the rich Filipino kids go, like the well-to-do families' children, or like, politicians' children's and stuff like that. They hang out there because that's where the money is. And then they bring money into those places. So there's a lot of differences. Like, Poblacion is still poor. Like, it's the cool hipster place to go, but a lot of the clientele are from poor areas. They'll trek in from outside of QC, Metro Manila. Even people who live in Tondo and stuff trek in to go out here, because it's the hip place to be. And a lot of places like in QC, they're more for locals. So Quezon City is a local hangout. Mostly, like, you do tend to get a lot of people that jump around. I do that from time to time just to change up the pace. That's why, I thought, if we're going to do something like this tonight, just chill and have some beers and catch up, it'd be better to go somewhere a little bit quieter. Like, I think a lot of these speakeasy, they call them, style places, this is like a prohibition bar type thing with the secret entrance. Like we walked into this residential establishment, you know, in right into the back area, like past people's houses, like apartments and stuff. Up the side looks like the fire exit, the fire stairs.
It was a kind of a little bit spooky actually coming in, because we're outside. I'm like, are you sure this is the right place? And Richard said yes. There's a few cockroaches outside. I've got to jump over. And then I hear dogs barking inside. Another part of the culture, but street dogs, right? I hear all these dogs, and it's safe to come in. And then it's almost like you're walking through someone's kitchen. You go up 4 flights of stairs, and you get to this rooftop bar. Very secret, but it's cool. It's a cool place.
It's a cool place. I think it has a lot of potential. It's a little bit out of the way, but you can see around the area, like there's a lot of places that we passed that, if the right developers moved in and did something on this side of town, it would boom as well. So, you know, yeah, it's always good to step out of that comfort zone area, and it's become really expensive in that part of Poblacion. Like just the fact that the beers are only 100 pesos here each, as in comparison to, you know, beers being 160 or 130 pesos, and 30 pesos does make a difference after you're drinking like 5 or 6 of them, or you know, like. Sure. Or like with a group of people and doing a few buckets. Yeah.